In episode 11, it was Easter Saturday and we had a look at a very busy Stansbury before moving on to Port Vincent, Port Julia, Arthurton, Price and Port Clinton, meanwhile passing through Pine Point. Today was to be a different day as we checked out a town that we had so far managed to circumnavigate in our exploration of the Yorke Peninsula. It's the 21st of April 2019 and it's Easter Sunday and no chocolate. This is a conscious decision to be a good boy. Tomorrow I'll reward myself on restraint and will buy and devour 2 large boxes of chocolate. Nah, that's fake news, it won't happen. However, I had stated last night that I would leave the Yorke Peninsula and I did, but not the way I intended to. I was camping only a few kilometres from the main road to Port Wakefield. I took my time and got ready to leave just after 10:30. I was curious about a van that had been parked near me when I arrived yesterday. By this morning, I hadn't seen any sign of life and so I wandered over to check on the occupants. The side door was open. It looked ransacked and there was a body in a sleeping bag. Well, I could see no movement or sign of breathing. I tapped on the door and said, "Excuse me, are you okay?" Poor bastard sat bolt upright, spun around and after I explained my concern, grinned and said he was fine and thanked me for checking. It was time to leave. As I approached the turnoff, a ute overtook me closely, followed by another who had no idea that there was an oncoming vehicle. I slammed on my brakes and the poor guy coming the other way was flashing his lights furiously. Fortunately, no contact, but geez. I had been contemplating my maps this morning and was curious about a place in the middle of where I'd been over the last week, a place called Arthurton. I looked at various roads that were an alternative to those already travelled, and so decided there was another place to be explored. I reached the corner, turned left, climbed a hill and found myself in a spot that I recognised. It was Kalpara, where I had reached before turning to Butte a week or so before. I turned left again and in no time arrived at Arthurton. Wireless systems are good providing everything's working. Put new batteries in the battery-sided one and the one that's being powered, it turned itself off, hadn't it? Through the night, obviously. So as a result, wasn't paired up. So I guess I've got some video there without any noise. Which, okay, here is probably the best way from you people. Yep. Okay. Tell you what, this road bounces. Bounces a lot. I take it this is a farm. Trespassers prosecuted. It's a friendly person. What's a little... What's it called? It's called Martin. Melton. Maitland, something like that. Yeah, there's all these little places that suddenly crop up on you. I was too busy trying to get my audio sorted out to take notice. And when you go through an area like this, there's all these trees here, and then you suddenly burst out and there's acres upon acres upon acres, hectares, and there's not a tree in sight. So it's all got to have been cleared. But when you look at the stonework on the houses, you think, well, hang on, where's the timber houses? Well, obviously the timber that's here is not workable. Or it doesn't appear to be. Interesting stuff. Yeah, we're back out into the farmland again now. There is the odd tree dotted across that paddock. Just past a sign back there saying Pontifex. I think P-O-N-T-I-F-E-X, or maybe P-O-N-T-Y-F-E-X. But what is Pontifex? One wonders. It had the name of the farm under it, so I don't think it was the name of the farm. We're coming down to a place that's marked on the map as Kenton. Wonder if there's anything there. Kenton. K-A-I-N-T-O-N, I think it is. It's a crossroads. And there's this place on the left here. Farmhouse, that's it. All part of the water thing, I think. Right. Yeah, we actually have a pipeline running down here. Been following one of these for a while anyway, on occasion. Suddenly hit traffic going the other way. Now a couple of them are travellers, but there's two or three of them look as though maybe they're locals. Now we're not too far out of Arthurton now. It may be. It's 11:37. Maybe they've been to an Easter Sunday service and done their thing and on their way back to their farms or whatever it is. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it's just purely coincidence. I did see one of them pull into his farm though. So we're not too far away now from joining up. Here we go. No, he's a traveller. No, he's not. Maybe not. We're not too far from joining up with the main road, which will then take us down into Arthurton. Now I am assuming that Arthurton is actually a town. It's got its own little nameplates on the side of the road telling you how far away it is. So it's got to mean something. So the 24 rest hour thing that's marked on the map is probably one of these fully self-contained type things. Our main road's coming up shortly. Right to Munter and left to Maitland. We will be coming back up this road shortly. Oh, a 60 instead of a 50. white fence around the sports ground. Well, the pub's open. Memorial Hall. Well, there's not a lot here, but they've got a big sports ground here, so obviously it's a district type thing. Well, you got some rather vicious looking skies around the place at the moment. Don't know which way that's going. Tennis courts. There's an overnight stay area up here. This is in behind the offices, maybe. There's toilets there. There's a cemetery in there. So I take it the overnight stay area is this bit behind the church. Maybe. There's no other signage. No other signage whatsoever. Okay, I'm assuming that's the overnight stopping area. Toilets are clean. New toilet roll in the thing. They put a big roll inside, the commercial roll inside a holder, and then bolt the holder so that you can't swipe the paper. Problem is, whoever put it in this morning didn't start the roll, which meant that it was all stuck together. It meant a bit of manipulating to get it happening. Well, that is Arthurton. Right, now we're heading back towards Cadina, where we'll probably fuel up and then we'll head across towards Port Wakefield. That is that's the overall plan. Sporting facilities are fantastic. But a lot of these towns are just a centre for the main area, and there's some big towns wouldn't mind some of the sporting facilities that are in some of these smaller places, that's for sure. Well, I must admit when I went down the other side that I wondered what might be at Arthurton. Now I know. Muta and Cadina straight ahead. To the right is where we've just come from, Colpara. It's also the way to Port Wakefield, but why go back the way we just came? Other than going down that big hill, that would be rather magic, but no, I haven't been up this road, and I haven't been across the other road as well, the one that I'm going to take, so that's what it's all about, seeing new country. Those dark clouds that came in over Arthurton back there when I was photographing the church and then chasing the car down the road, they've dissipated, they've gone, I don't know where they went. Okay, right to Munta, left at least to Munta, right to Cadina. And Cadina's where we're going. Oh, roads going everywhere. Left to Munta, right to Port Wakefield, straight on to Cadina. Initially I was going to take the right to Port Wakefield, but I figured I need fuel. I want to make sure that I'm right in that regard. So we'll go to Cadina. Okay, so we've found a service station that's closed, but it's got 24-hour fuel, $1.49.9. We've put just under $100 in. Haven't filled it, but we got enough to keep us going. And so from here, it's a matter of finding where I'm going. Well, it looks as though I'm going down the Pascaville Road again, past Colpara again. So going back to where we were this morning, which means we go down that big hill and then across to Port Wakefield. So that's the general thing that's happening. So essentially a transport stage today. And it's 50 to Port Wakefield. That ute in front of us just went past us. Got Tickford written right across the back, so it's one of the Tickford modified Ford utes. And here's our teddy bear fence again. Okay, we just used the toilets at Colpara and we're on our way again. So back onto the main highway again, and again we're backtracking over some road we did this morning. That's the Colpara Hall, church, whatever it is. We are on top of a scarp here. It's only 19 down the Port Wakefield. Looks as though we've got a police car up ahead of us with the flashing lights happening. He's up around the corner anyway, so well, a bit of excitement on the road. Okay, we're back at our roundabout from this morning, but we turned off and went up the hill there. Now we're going the other way into Port Wakefield. It's only about 9 or 10 kilometres from here now. And then we'll sit and decide what we're going to do from there. If it comes to that, we could go back to our rest area from last night, of course. Okay, we're coming into Port Wakefield, and that's the Yorke Peninsula done and dusted. Whoa, busy here. All of a sudden we've got petrol stations coming out over years. 3 service stations, one after the other. Bakery, Hope's Cafe and Bakery over the road. It's all happening. Another bakery just down the road. Goodness gracious. Caravan manufacturers. Okay, we need to get off this road as soon as we can. Now all of a sudden we have these rest areas. I don't think this one's much good to us, but still we'll have a look at it and see trucks as well. Yeah, this is a truck parking area. Well, you could park in off the road there. The turnoff said the Wild Horse Plains. Wow. I have no idea what's the Wild Horse Plains. I wonder if I turned up a road early. I think I might have done. Fourth Street. Where does that take us? Pickering Transport, I see. G'day.
Yeah.
Not bad. The sign off the highway said the Wild Horse Plains. What's at Wild Horse Plains?
Just here.
What is it? Just a...
Houses.
Oh, right.
Just a few dingy old houses. That's all you go there.
Oh, right.
Down. That's it. Curious to see what's there?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh, look, you see more stuff off-road than you do on-road.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
And I just want to get off the highway, so...
It's just a massive houses there. Just like you go down further, it's Avon. You go through there, you see probably 10 houses.
So little suburbs.
Yeah, not even that really.
No, no. Oh, fair enough.
Long Plains, it's the same. I went down there, there's less houses than here. You know, so.
Yeah, I went round the first corner there, and there's everything sort of collapsed, and there's a post box in front of it. I thought, wow.
Yeah, they're that fucking house, eh? It's a funny old house.
Oh, righty. So where does this go if I keep going up here?
You keep going up there, you get up to, eventually you actually get to Malala.
All right, yeah.
You ride up, right through a dirt road and another couple of places and you get to Malala.
Okay, so apparently this road takes you through to Malala, so we'll go in there, we'll have a look at that. Just for the hell of it. The other thing, of course, is being off-road, we just might find somewhere to stay tonight. This is Long Plains. The recreation ground. Okay, we've got to go back around the other side of the oval apparently. Down a road called Daniel Road, and we head towards Malala. Yep. Malala 16. If you enjoyed this video, there's over 200 more just like it on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell and we'll let you know when our next video is available. If you liked this video, hit the like button. And if you weren't that impressed, please don't hit the dislike button. Instead, tell us why, so that we can do something about it. Thanks for watching.